Hey, my name is Attorney Walter, if not the third. We're going to be going into the hypothetical set number 3, and this is important because I have to get you to start to think outside of the box before I teach you how to write a bill. So, which can be, of course, made into law. So, here is hypothetical group number 3. Here we go. And also remember, the best thing you can do for me to help me out is to go ahead and leave me those 5-star reviews on other websites. I really appreciate those. They help me out. They help me compete against these mega big box firms. And the bottom line is this. They have zillions of dollars to advertise. I don't. You know what I mean? A lot of the money that I do get, I invested back into the firm to go ahead and build this thing to be bigger, to one day be able to have a true advertising budget. But the ironic thing is I've never actually made an advertisement in the sense of like a video like you would watch on Facebook. In the sense I've always made tutorial videos because I hate attorney advertisements. I just think they're so bleh. Okay, set number 3. What if martial arts had never been discovered? Think about that. You wouldn't have a lot of those cool movies. People wouldn't know how to defend themselves if they didn't have another alternative weapon or the use of a weapon with those martial arts. Number 2, what if gunpowder had never been discovered? Well, we'd be using a lot of inertia-based weaponry, maybe a lot more magnetic, the Mac guns, accelerating things through magnets. What if metal shaping, melting, and fastening had never been discovered? Well, think about that. Metal shaping, like, pulling metal out, shaping it, the melting of it, smelting of it, the fastening, so if you had fasteners, bolts, screws, lags, whatever, what if we had never discovered that? We'd be basically using ancient, Japanese woodworking, techniques to go ahead and have everything fit together and stay together. Maybe we'd be molding into the future plastics to go ahead and interlock with everything, which is pretty much what a Prius is made out of. It's just it's like 4 screws and a bunch of plastic latches. It's, What if the wheel had never been discovered? Well, that's a toughie. We would obviously need some alternatives like flying, floating, levitation to make that, a little bit easier. But if we never really learned how to roll things, you wouldn't see all these mega buildings because they never would have figured out how to basically roll the big stones. And everything we have in society is based on rolling, cars, trucks, trains, bicycles, whatever, Harleys, What if water piping had never been conceptually rendered? Okay, so imagine we didn't understand piping. Imagine if we didn't have the conceptualizing idea of how do we get basically, this fluid from point A to point B, because they had aqueducts back in the day, they had this, and then they got some piping and this and that. But imagine if we didn't understand piping. What if we just missed it? How would we get it to that other location? How would we move the fluid? And I mean, obviously you could go, you would just use quantum physics, it would just be amazing. But, what would people have done? Is that the best way to do these things? And the whole point of these videos is to teach you to start thinking outside of the box, to teach you about removing what's the most common way of doing something, and then finding something that might be better. And then if any of you guys become billionaires, to help me pay off my student loans. All right, we're going to skip that part now. Here we go. If you want to catch up with me, 8 to 10 every Thursday live on YouTube. I donate 2 hours, so if you have any questions for me, we can go through stuff then. Also, if you have any questions at all, you can always shoot me an email or give me a call, and we'll go from there. All right, my name is Attorney Walter Knott. Have an absolutely wonderful day, and thank you so much. Bye-bye.